Does this result make Liverpool favourites for the Premier League title? Yes, people, why football here? Not convincing performance by Liverpool, but they get the 3 points. They progress to go top of the Premier League table for the first time in who knows how long. But that is a statement victory. Statement victory. Because they've been knocking on the door for a while. Man City getting a bit cautious. Liverpool rising, but they hadn't dislodged their number one position yet until today. Yeah, it might be a bit short-lived because Man City go to play Burnley in a couple hours from recording this and could very much well take over top spot again. But for the meantime, it's a psychological boost for everyone in Liverpool and everyone that supports Liverpool. Because this is the stuff of champions. Liverpool did not play well today. Not by any means. It was probably one of their weaker performances of the season. I mean, I'm sitting there watching it and going, this is exactly what I talk about with Liverpool. They literally gave Watford chances. If Watford had a finisher about them, they easily could have picked up points this game. I mean, the first goal says it all. Kutka, or whatever his name is, Kuchka, goes through. Literally on the plate chance. He can square it or shoot. He shoots. Alisson makes a save. Of course he does. Unbelievable goalkeeper. Literally 30 seconds later, if that, Liverpool got up the other end. Ball gets crossed in and Jota with a world-class header to make it 1-0 Liverpool in the 22nd minute. And who crossed it? Joe Gomez from right back. Honestly, I had to blink. I thought he moved into Trent Alexander-Arnold the way he crossed that. Unbelievable ball from Joe Gomez. Jota got the header in. 1-0 Liverpool. Literally, it's how it is with Liverpool. Honestly, I say it, they blitz you. I've said it so many times. They do not dominate you for 90 minutes. They control the game and they blitz you. And they just have attacking spells. And in those attacking spells, they're the most clinical team in world football, in my opinion. They're not the most dominating team in world football. They're the most clinical team in world football. And they're an exciting team to watch. Look, Watford, in my opinion, if they perform like this every week, they'll stay up. Because they were good today. They just didn't have their finishing boots on. And there was a couple of unfortunate errors. I mean, with the goal, you've got Cabaselli who doesn't follow the run. You've got Foster who leaves his net to punch the ball. And then on the second goal, I mean, Kuchka, what is he doing? Just bringing down Jota for no reason. The ball wasn't even near him. And that gave Liverpool a last second penalty to make it 2-0. And then by then it was basically game over. But for a good amount of time in this game, and for the last 15 minutes, it was nervy in Anfield. And if you can say that you put in a good enough performance, that with 10 to 15 minutes left, Liverpool are nervous, you've done something right. And they did do something right, Watford. Away from home, they play better than at home, though. Because I think away from home suits them. They can play on the counter-attack. They can get players like Sarr, Cucho Hernandez, João Pedro to run on the diagonals, long balls. I think that style of play is what is going to keep Watford up. They should just play that for the rest of the season. Don't worry about playing entertaining football. Just get results and stay in the Premier League. The bottom of the table is very, very tight. Margins are very thin. You got teams like Everton struggling. You got teams like Burnley who are playing later today struggling. Norwich struggling. You've got a chance here to stay up. You've got the players to stay up. If you perform like this, yeah, it's Liverpool. You weren't expecting much. But perform like this against lesser teams, you've definitely got a chance to stay in this division. And I think Watford proved today that they are a better team. That 2-3 weeks time they've had without playing a game during the international break did them wonders because it gave them time on the training field to perfect their craft, and hopefully they can utilise that towards the end of the season. In terms of Liverpool, though, it's just about getting a result after international games. They had a lot of players going out to different, across the globe, continent, to play international friendlies or qualifying games. So today it was just about the result. They were a bit leggy. They weren't their classy self. But at the end of the day, they pulled out a victory. I mean, you saw Man City the other week struggling to perform. They only managed to draw against Crystal Palace. Similar type of performance from Liverpool. They didn't really create any clear-cut chances. Any chance where I'd go, wow, how'd he miss that? But they still managed to pull out a victory, and that's what matters. Salah was quiet today. He was, but I'm not going to get onto him because, of course, it's the first day of Ramadan. I don't think he even should have played, to be honest. Sadio Mane shouldn't have come on. For me, you give Diaz the game. He's not fasting, Diaz. I'm pretty sure Salah and Mane are. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they are because they are Muslims. So why'd they play him in this game? There was no need to play Salah. Let him have a rest day. The first day of Ramadan is always tough for any type of Muslim, especially for a professional footballer who will be doing demanding physical activities. And then it didn't really matter much, apart from the fact that Salah had a bit of a poor game. And he's had a bad week. Like, Egypt went out to Senegal. So, and then he got substituted by Sadio Mane. I mean, talk about rubbing salt in the wounds. Either way, it didn't really do much in terms of hindering Liverpool. And because they've got world-class players. If one player has a bad game, you got another one that can pick up the slack. You look at other teams around the league in terms of, let's look at Tottenham, for example. If Son and Kane have a bad day, they're done. They're not getting a result. If Salah has a bad game, Jota will have a good game. If Jota has a bad game, Firmino will have a good game. If he has a bad game, Salah will have a good game. You know what I mean? They've got multiple players that can pull and pick up the slack when their other players don't have a great game. And that's a sign of a great team. That's a sign of a team with great squad depth. But yeah, overall, another win for Liverpool, piling on pressure to Man City. It is technically still in Man City's hands, considering they do have the game in hand to play against Burnley. But now it puts all of the pressure next Sunday, the crunch match at the Etihad. I cannot wait. I'll definitely be covering it here on My Football. So if you like match reviews, all those type of things, football reactions, this is a place to be. You will want to subscribe to this channel, as I do a lot of that. Quick fire match reviews, lengthy match reviews, a bit of it all. And next weekend, next Sunday, at the Etihad, Man City versus Liverpool will be an amazing game. Cagey, but I think it'll be a great game. And whoever wins that game will be favourites for the title. Because I don't see these teams dropping points, honestly. I said the margins are thin in relegation. The margins even thinner going for the champions. Because both these teams are unbelievable. Their consistency, the way they win games you don't think they're going to win. Like today, you could easily see Liverpool drop points here. They weren't amazing. They weren't vintage. Yet they still came away with the victory. And that's what champions do. And Man City have been doing that a lot this season. Based on form, you got to give it to Liverpool. Because they're the form team. Man City did a lot of their damage in the start of the season. But then you've got Liverpool going for the quadruple. Will the Champions League play on their mind? Will the FA Cup play on their mind? Man City, same. Will the FA Cup Champions League play on their mind? One's going for the treble, one's going for the quadruple. Two titans of Premier League sides, and only one of them is going to come away with the trophy. I've been My Football. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing on my road to 700 and drop a like down below so this video gets out to more people. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.